morning, Tigers, and welcome back to another episode of Tiger News. We're excited to be with you today, and we hope everyone's week has been going great so far. I'm Zoe Buendero.
And I'm Sebastian Estrella. There has been so much happening around campus lately, and today's show is filled with events, interviews, student achievements, performances, and celebrations.
We'll also be taking a look at some incredible student photography during Eye of the Tiger, checking in with Tiger Sports, and later hearing what's been trending around campus in Tiger Feed.
From concerts and banquets to college signings and senior spotlights, we got a little bit of everything in today's episode. We also have a special look into our own Tiger Red Spring performance recorded by the GOAT of Tiger News, Josh Pettis.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy this edition of Tiger News.
First, let's head on over to weather.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm your trusted meteorologist Noah Rios, and let's dive into this week's weather report. Earlier this week, on Monday, we got some well-deserved rain with a side of thunderstorms and some hurricane-force winds, with gusts maxing out at 84 miles per hour. Looking into Friday's forecast, we're looking at a pretty windy day with winds ranging from 20 to 30 miles per hour, and partly cloudy skies with a high of 86 degrees to put the cherry on top. Even though it's going to be a little bit cloudy, it's still important to wear some comfortable clothing because it's going to be very humid that day. Friday night, there's going to be a low of 76 degrees with winds picking up around 15 to 25 miles per hour. Also, the moon phase is going to be a waning crescent, which makes it perfect to step outside and enjoy the environment during the night. As we look into the weekend, there doesn't appear to be any activity with temperatures staying in the upper 80s and the days staying very windy with winds going 20 to 30 miles per hour. Looking further into next week, it looks like we're going to be under some thunderstorms during the week, with temperatures still remaining in the upper 80s, with our biggest chance for rain coming next Tuesday with a 58% chance of storms in the morning. It'll remain rainy throughout the entire week, which is honestly a pretty good thing because Corpus Christi needs some rain. Well, that's going to be all for this week's weather report. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to be prepared for the upcoming rain heading into next week. Tiger News, back to you.
One of the best parts about high school is having the opportunity to explore classes that prepare students for future careers and real world experiences.
Many of these classes allow students to build hands on skills, work on projects, and discover interests they may want to pursue after graduation.
FFA Vice President Catherine was elected as our 2026-2027 Student Advisor for the Coastal Bend District FFA Officer Team.
Huge congratulations to Catherine. Way to go.
As graduation season gets closer, many students are beginning to think about their next steps after high school.
For some students, that means entering the workforce, while others are preparing for college and continuing their education.
Delmar College offers a variety of programs and opportunities for students interested in building their future right here in the Coastal Bend.
Tiger News spoke with students about the Del Mar application process, available programs, and helpful advice for seniors getting ready for college.
Hi, my name is Mariah, and I'm here with.
Evelyn Hansen.
Okay. We're going to ask you a couple of questions regarding college applications that we have for you. So, the first question we have is when should students start preparing to apply for college?
So students should start preparing freshman year. And that's just with your grades, your attendance, all of that stuff. But when you actually start applying to colleges, that's going to start at the beginning of your senior year.
Okay. And what are the first steps students should take when beginning the application process?
So students really want to work closely with our college and career counselor, who's Miss Gonzalez. Her office is downstairs by the cafeteria. You want to go in there because you're going to need to fill out your Apply Texas. You're going to want to start filling out applications, scholarship information, all of that.
Okay. And lastly, how do students decide which colleges are a good fit for them?
So choosing the college, you're going to take a couple of things into account. One is what do you qualify for, based off of your grades. Also, what can you afford? You don't want to go into debt. That's like the best advice ever. And then what school has the program that you're interested in doing? So, yeah, if you want to do fashion and you go to a school that really doesn't have fashion, that might not be the best place for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Smiles, games, activities, and lots of excitement filled the campus during this year's Kinderpalooza event held in the library.
The event brought together students and staff members for a fun-filled experience that highlighted creativity, learning, and community involvement.
Events like these help create memories for younger students while also giving high school students opportunities to volunteer and connect with the community.
Tiger News was there to capture some of the fun and excitement throughout the event.
We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere just yet.
When we come back, we'll showcase student photography, highlight graduation celebrations, and take a look at some recent performances around campus.
Stay tuned, Tigers. We'll be right back. Graduation season is officially here, and students across campus are beginning to celebrate major accomplishments and milestones.
One special event held recently was the First in Family graduation ceremony, which honored students who are the first in their families to graduate.
The ceremony celebrated perseverance, hard work, and dedication while recognizing the impact these students are making for future generations and their families.
A huge congratulations to those students.
Next up, our music students have been hard at work preparing for their spring performances, and recently, the guitar program took the stage at Del Mar Wolfie Recital Hall.
Students performed a variety of musical pieces while showcasing the skills and techniques they developed throughout the year.
Concerts like these allow students to express themselves creatively while also giving audiences an opportunity to appreciate all the hard work that goes into preparing for live performances. Tiger News recently visited the class to learn more about what students experience during rehearsals and performances.
Here's our guitar class feature.
Hi, I'm Michael Villarreal, and I'm here with.
Mr. Peterson.
Okay, my first question to you is what inspired you to play guitar and why?
Oh man, it's a good question. Well, I just always loved music growing up. I can remember like late nights, everybody's asleep, and I just turned the stereo on like real quiet, and I'd be listening to like classical and jazz stations and things like that. And just the harmonies really caught my attention. I didn't even know that word back then. I used to think of it as note combinations, like, but I would hear like the different. I'm like, that's different than other stuff that I might listen to, on other radio stations. And then just some friends and I, kind of like fell into like the Nirvana, Alice in Chains, grunge wave, and all that stuff, and we just wanted to pick up the guitar. So we did that, and I took some classes in high school, and the rest is history.
Okay. My second question is what styles of music do you enjoy teaching the most?
Oh man, another tough question. So I really like all styles of music. Classical is going to be your best for creating the foundation. So like I focus on classical like a lot because the things you have to do like with your hands, I tell my students like you run into non-negotiables. Like some people will be like, oh well, I don't use my pinky here, sir, I use my other finger. And it's like you get to where it's like, well, you're using all your fingers, like you have to use your pinky. So classical for finger dexterity, musical understanding, just like depth of knowledge is like you can't beat it. So I focus on that, but I like to take those skills and kind of have a little fun and get into like rock and jazz and stuff like that.
I got you. That's good. Third question is how do you help beginners who have never played before?
You gotta be up close, like keeping a close eye on everybody. So I'll teach a lesson to the class, and then I'm walking around, and looking at everybody's fingers to make sure like they aren't going like from one note using that one finger. Because then when I ask them to do a chord, like they're not gonna be able to do it. So like we gotta be able to like build that dexterity, using the different fingers little by little. And then, so just real up close. You gotta music's really meant to be like one-on-one. And so when you're teaching a class, like you can teach the concept, but then you have to go up and teach each student. So that's what I do, especially like the first like 75% of the year. If they haven't got it by then, like, or you're gonna have to try again next year, I don't know.
Okay, my fourth question is what is the hardest skill for students to learn on guitar and why?
So I'd say like for these kids that go to UIL and they do like class 1 classical solos. So class 1's like the hardest category, and that's where you run into like these like just crazy spots where it's like, wow, you didn't even know you could stretch your finger that far, and you just practice it day in, day out, practice it. So I'd say like that's like the most challenging thing that there is to do is those higher level classical guitar solos.
Okay. And second to last question, how do you keep students motivated to practice?
If they like guitar, they're self-motivated. And they'll get discouraged, and I talk them through it because we all experience that as musicians. Like my professors would talk about it. I feel it sometimes too. Anybody can get discouraged, so like I'll kind of just talk them through any discouragement.
Still ahead on Tiger News, we'll take a look at Tiger Sports, celebrate student organizations, and hear from seniors preparing for graduation.
Plus, we'll check out what's been trending around campus during Tiger Feed.
We'll be right back after this short break. It's been another exciting season for Tiger Athletics, as student athletes continue representing our school both on and off the field.
From track competitions and playoff action to college signings and team accomplishments, there's been plenty to celebrate lately.
Our athletes continue showing dedication, hard work, and school pride throughout the spring season.
Here's a look at what's been happening recently in Tiger sports.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm Nathan Pettis, your Tiger News sports anchor. This past week, Carroll's softball season came to an end with a series loss to Liberty Hill in 2 games. The Lady Tigers fought hard and never gave up, and we are extremely proud of the effort they put in all season. Lastly, the Carroll tennis team went to Fun Trackers to celebrate their season. We are proud of the tennis team for their accomplishments all season. That's all I have for today. Tiger News, back to you.
A huge congratulations goes out to Roman Nino at his recent college signing.
Family members, friends, teammates, and staff gathered in the arena gym to celebrate this exciting achievement and support Roman as he prepares for his next chapter.
College signings are always special moments because they reflect years of dedication, commitment, and hard work from the student athletes.
Continuing, 3 Carroll Tiger athletes were nominated for the first annual CCISD Elevate the Bay, a Night of Champions.
These 3 athletes were selected out of many athletes. The best part is that 3 out of the 4 high school athletes are Carroll Tigers.
Congratulations to Roman Nino, Genevieve Bellino, and Elena Lucido.
The Tigerettes recently held their spring show featuring performances that showcase talent, teamwork, and creativity.
Throughout the year, the team has spent countless hours practicing routines and preparing for performances both on and off campus.
The spring show gave students and families the opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of the team while enjoying an entertaining night of performances. Check out the full performance on our YouTube channel at Tiger News TV. The Fine Arts program continues to showcase incredible talent across campus, including our mariachi and orchestra students.
Students have been preparing for upcoming spring performances while continuing to build musical skills and represent our school through the arts.
Tiger News also spoke with our mariachi students about what being a part of the program means to them and the experiences they gained throughout the year.
Here's a closer look at the mariachi and orchestra programs.
We just got a few more segments left in today's show.
Coming up next, we'll hear from students in ceramics and guitar, check in with Tiger Feed, and spotlight seniors preparing for graduation.
Stay with us, Tigers. We'll be right back. Our classes give students the opportunity to express creativity while also learning valuable hands-on skills.
In ceramics, students work on a variety of projects while learning sculpting techniques, design concepts, and artistic processes.
Tiger News spoke with students and teachers about what makes the class enjoyable and why so many students love being a part of the program.
Take a look at our ceramics feature.
So who am I here with?
My name is Mrs. Crumley, and I'm a fine arts teacher here. I teach Art 1, drawing, and ceramics.
All right. What's ceramics all about?
So ceramics is basically working with mud, clay. And so we do different things. We focus mostly on sculpture and hand building things using different techniques. And we also do a little bit of wheel throwing on the pottery wheel. So you can make things that are decorative or things that are functional, that are like made to use like a cup or a plate or a bowl.
What are the classes currently doing?
Right now, they're kind of at different levels, depending on what they're currently working on and finished with. Sometimes we have to wait for things to get out of the kiln or to dry before they can get them back and continue working. So just depending where their pieces are at. Some students are painting their fairy houses. These are some examples here. Other students have finished up their realistic sculpture, which is making something the size it would be in real life, as realistically all the detail.
What is the biggest challenge for students when they start working on clay?
Making sure to keep in mind the basic rules of what you need to do in order to be effective and not have it break or explode in the kiln. You have to do something that's called slip and score. So like you'll make like a texture on the surface of two pieces and add what's called slip. It's kind of like your glue, stick them together. So if you don't do that, if you just make two pieces and put one on the other, even if it seems like it's stuck together, when it goes in the kiln, it's not gonna stay. Or if you're to make something too thick or something hollow and not have an area for the air inside to escape when it heats up and it gets fired in the kiln, it'll explode. Ceramics is challenging. It is a lot of fun though. I find that I have a lot of art students who, not everybody is into one medium of art. Maybe drawing isn't your thing. A lot of people really respond well to the tactile and physically building of ceramics and working with something in art versus drawing on paper, pen, and having it be more 2D. So it's a really interesting and cool class that way, and to see students really get into it.
All right. Thank you for your time.
As graduation approaches, many seniors are taking time to reflect on their high school experiences and look ahead toward the future.
Tiger News spoke with graduating seniors and top 10 students about favorite memories, accomplishments, and plans after high school.
From college and careers to advice for underclassmen, students shared thoughts about their time here on campus.
Here's our senior interview and top 10 feature.
Hi, who are we here with today?
Logan Looper.
What's your favorite memory from your senior year?
From senior year, I'd probably have to say the pep rallies. They were fun being on the senior side. Yeah.
What would you do differently your senior year?
I'd definitely get involved with more activities around the campus. Definitely a lot more activities around the campus.
And then any advice to the younger grades?
Get involved around campus. You're going to regret not being involved with more activities throughout your years.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, who am I here with today?
Hi, I'm Javier Silva.
What is your favorite memory from your senior year?
Well, my favorite memory's got to be when I was on the swim team, honestly. Initially, I was pretty scared of it. Every meet, I was so anxious, but found a flow. Heck, I got a lot better cardio exercise from this. My body feels a lot better. Posture feels amazing. That's honestly my favorite memory.
So what advice would you give to the younger grades about it?
Honestly, pick your favorite extracurriculars, because they can easily shape you. Try not to feel any pressure of trying to pick a specific one. Feel one that you can definitely find yourself doing in the future. Swimming, I don't see myself personally swimming, but just getting my body into better shape and helping others who actually need it, and especially with physical conditions or mental disorders. People like that can can use the motivation.
Well, that's nice. Is there anything different you would do your senior year, or would you keep it all the same?
I'm kind of glad with what I've done, honestly, with my time, honestly. Honestly, if I were to go back, I'd probably join track right after swimming, honestly.
That's nice. Thank you. Who are we here with today?
Nicholas Martinez.
What is one of your favorite memories from your senior year?
I would say when we went to playoffs for football this year.
That's very fun. What would you do differently your senior year?
I would honestly be a lot more involved in clubs if I had known sooner.
And then any advice to the younger grades?
Be as involved in the school as you can, because it definitely pays out in the end.
Thank you. Who are we here with today?
My name is Sebastian Garcia.
What is your favorite memory from your senior year?
I'd have to say that my favorite memory would probably be the moment where I made great friends my freshman year. It was just a series of a few days where I just got to talk to people and just make connections that I still have to this day.
That's very nice. How would you prepare differently for your senior year?
Well, I guess a really good thing is to not procrastinate. It might be really hard, but another thing would be to learn how to study correctly. You know, don't just like it's not always about like staying up late into the night. It's about learning what to study, finding out what you're struggling at, and making sure that you know it well.
And then any advice to the younger grades who are coming to their senior year?
I'd have to say that they need to, again, understand how to study. It doesn't matter what class they're in, whether it's regular or AP, they need to know what they have to study, and probably most importantly, to pay attention. You don't want to miss this stuff. So.
Thank you.
Before we wrap up today's show, we want to take a moment to recognize all the amazing moms and mother figures in our community.
Mother's Day is a chance to celebrate the love, support, and encouragement that mothers provide every single day.
From helping students succeed to always being there during important moments, moms truly make a difference in our lives.
Tiger News would like to wish all mothers a very happy Mother's Day.
That wraps up today's episode of Tiger News. Thank you so much for joining us.
We hope you enjoyed today's stories, highlights, interviews, and student features from around campus.
As always, thank you to all the students, teachers, organizations, and staff members who continue helping to make these events possible.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Tiger News YouTube page, Tiger News TV, so you never miss an episode or special feature.
We got one more episode of Tiger News to end off the year. But until then, keep learning, keep growing, and have a fantastic day. Just keep it like that.